Cool, it's working. Check that out, guys. What is going on? I'm L Director. This is L Director Vision. Happy Halloween. Tonight, I am going to do a live stream here, in case you can't tell, and I'm going to teach you how to do Raptor attack makeup effects for no budget, because this is Indie Rebel, Hollywood effects without a Hollywood budget. We're going to do this super cheap. First off, I just want to talk about this costume here. This is pretty dope. It says, "I saw the Raptors at Jurassic Park." Now, fun story. This is a true vintage, like, Halloween costume. I bought this, or my mom bought it for me when I was 9 years old in 1992 or 3. I might have even been slightly younger than 9 at that point. I can't remember. But anyway, it was right after Jurassic Park came out. It was my favorite movie at the time. And just recently, I found this shoved in a storage bin in our garage. Somehow I managed to keep it all these years. It survived the house fire and all that kind of stuff. So I pulled it out and said, I am doing this for Halloween this year. Now, in the mid-90s, this was a much longer shirt. Let me flip this over here. It actually came down like way past my knees and was hanging off the shoulder and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pass this phone off to my lovely wife, and she's going to film, and I'm going to show you guys how I do the makeup effects for this. This is super fun, really cool. I love it. Let's take a look at what we need. Red Bull, very important. We've got real LS dirt. This is the same stuff they use in Pirates of the Caribbean to make the pirates look all grungy and nasty as they actually are. So this is super cool stuff. We've got a little bit of scar wax. Probably won't use that tonight, but it is available. Got some stage blood. I've got a basic Ben Nye bruise palette. This is a Ben Nye 612. It doesn't tell you what it is. This is a coagulating blood. This actually dries up like a scab. It's really super cool. Makes it for some great effects. This one is also Ben Nye. I like Ben Nye stuff. I use a lot of their makeup. This one is called Fresh Cut. Okay, I've got a couple shades of lipstick. Probably won't get into those, but we used them on my wife's look. We've got a normal makeup sponge, and I'm going to show you a trick with this to help get realistic results. Maybe a little bit of oil to spray into the hair for a greasy look. And a copper dish scrubbing. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that too. So, with that said, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here. This is very basic. I mean, you should see my makeup kit for film stuff. It's quite a bit larger, a lot more blood, a lot more other bruise palettes and colors and stuff like that. But for what we're doing, 90% of the stuff I do, this works just fine. So, here's the wife. And what we're going to do to start with is we're going to use the real dirt. Now, when you get this, you need to make sure you shake this up really, really good. There's actual sediments in here that can settle at the bottom. So give it a good shake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it into my hands, and I'm going to bunch up my face like this. We want to get into all the little wrinkles and things. So I'm going to go all around here, my ears, back of my neck, and my arms and my hands as well. So take a look at this. Okay. Mash it up, and then all over. And I've got a mirror here I'm going to use to help me kind of see where it's going. Oh yeah. That's looking nice and grungy. Jungle sweat. I'm going to do another little spray here. This I'm going to take all over my hands. People tend to forget about the hands and the backs of the ears. Just gotta make sure you get all that. And then what we can do too, since it's a grungy shirt, just kind of rub it off onto here. Now if you're having to drive anywhere like we are tonight, leave the back clean, alright? It's not attention to detail. If it was a movie shoot, we would do the back too, but it's Halloween. Come on guys. We don't need to go super crazy with it. Although people that know me know that I used to go really crazy for Halloween. I did a dead stuntman one year. That was kind of fun. I had a Nomex flight suit and I burned my face all up with some liquid latex and lipstick stuff. And that was really cool. Alright. Now, we need to let this dry a little bit more. While it's drying, I'm going to show you. This is a makeup sponge. And if you just use it as is, it doesn't look good. It's very square shaped. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come over here to the counter. I'm going to pick off little pieces, creating kind of a jagged stamp look out of it. And this just makes sure that as it's going on, there's no straight lines. Because dinosaurs don't make super straight lines. A little bit up there. So something about like that is going to work out, I think, quite nice. Now, if we back up here, I'm going to keep using this mirror probably. That's looking good. I'm going to grab my bruise palette. And we can see that this is the EW4 wheel, the Master Bruise wheel. It's got a lot of fun colors. I'm going for a more recent dinosaur attack, so I'm going to start with some red. Let's see, do a different side than my wife. I did her left, so I'll go right on me. And I kind of start to go like this, like I'm shaving with a straight razor. And we're just tapping it into the paint. We're going to dab it onto our face, trying to kind of hit and make a very natural kind of look. And I like bringing it all the way up to just under the eye. And I'm just kind of going like with a real splotchy kind of look like that. And now I might jump into some purple. Oh wait, it's not a makeup video unless you do this, right?
Right.
Oh man. And as I'm going, I'm not keeping it in one position the entire time. I'm rotating, twisting the thing around to kind of get the look that I'm going for. I can use the clean end if I want to try to poke at stuff a little bit more, blend things a little. Blend, blend, blend. There we go. Yeah, it looks like I got be-slapped by a velociraptor. Let's see, I might go with some green here too. Very, very light on the green. And this just kind of, because when you mix green and red, you get kind of a brownish black, so this just kind of darkens the effect a little bit. Okay. That looks good. And so I'm doing mine up here to the temple. And not just because that's my last name. Okay.
Looks like you took a foot to the face.
Yep, pretty much. Cool, so that takes care of the bruising. Again, we're doing this in a matter of minutes, all right? This is going super fast. Now, let's talk about the scrubby. Copper scrubbies are great. This is my own invention. I've not seen this anywhere else on YouTube. So as far as I know, I'm creating this part of the effect. We can call it the temple scrub, okay, for doing fresh cuts. So I'm going to take the scrubby, I pulled it apart a little bit, and kind of bunch it up. I'm getting all these different little textures out of it. And then I'm going to take my fresh cut makeup, come back to my mirror, get the scrubby in here like this, and I'm going to literally just rake this across my face. It's not always the most pleasant thing, but it creates very good looking scrapes and abrasions. Get it up into my high hairline there. Ooh, there we go. That was a good one. Like that. So you can see, get this nice streak effect with it. Like that. And I like to try to tell a story. What am I doing? While I'm running through the jungle, my ears stick out. People forget the ears. Get the makeup on the ears. Okay, stuff like that. The other thing I can do, because my shirt's ripped here, so obviously something good happened, right? Get some more cut stuff. Okay, no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Sure thing, Bob.
And cut right over it like that. Something like that. And then again, we don't want to forget hands. So, and I think about, like, if I was running, what would be most effective? Knuckles, joints, that kind of stuff is going to get hit a lot. So I'm going to try to constrain a lot of it to there. Okay, I might also get some scratches up here on the forearm a little bit. As an added benefit to the temple scrub, you get a little bit of a exfoliating action a little bit. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. There. Might have gone a little overboard on it, but that's okay. You can never be too little. Or too much? Get it in my beard a bit. I actually did this for work on Friday too. And it was great. Got all sorts of cool comments and critiques from people. Let's do one like that. Now if you're doing a film that's being filmed in multiple days, you're going to want to take pictures of everything you do so you can match it day after day. And finally, I think for mine, I'm going to end with this. The coagulating blood. This stuff's super cool. It's very thick. It looks almost like grape jelly. You just take it, and I will accentuate cuts I've already created with it. And just kind of painting it in. About like that. This works out great for under the nose. It's going to feel like you got boogers hanging out, but... Sorry, I don't know a more technical term for that.
Muci.
Dried muci?
Dried muci.
Evaporated muci. There we go. That's the consensus on that one. Thank you, doctor. And I like doing the corner of the mouth a little bit. Guys with beards, this is cool because like it just kind of cakes into it a little bit. And it's going to dry up quite nice. Okay. Bring it over here a little bit too. And again, I'm accentuating kind of what's already there. So rather than just using the straight up liquid blood, this is nice because it's a jelly, so you can kind of mold it and sculpt it a little bit more to your liking. Now, why did I choose to do this side of my neck and not this side? Again, we're driving tonight, so I'm wanting to keep the damage on this side because the seatbelt's going to come here. I don't want to get the makeup all over my seatbelt. Trying to keep the car clean. Trying. Ooh, that's good. And yeah, I mean, you can take this as far as you want with liquid latex and getting like layers of skin hanging off you and stuff like that. We'll definitely need a shower tonight to get this stuff off. Alright, got a little bit more through here. Can't forget the earlobes either. For whatever reason, bleeding from the ears is always like super gross looking, so I like to do that with the makeup because it grosses people out. We've got some chunky stuff going on with that one. Look at that. That's nice. Put a happy little cut right over here, and well, I think he needs a friend. Alright, do a little bit more action down here. You can almost just paint with it now. I'm also going to do my hands. And you guys are watching this in live time. It's not super time consuming to do. I once worked on a documentary where we had some reenactments and I was doing some boils and stuff like that type of effects. I had to get every person done in under 5 minutes, so I came up with ways to like kind of streamline stuff as much as I could. Okay, let's get this other hand here. So again, I'm using what I already drew and just kind of trying to accentuate it a little bit. Almost done. And all this washes off pretty good. I like using ivory soap and coconut oil to take it off. Look at that. Nice scabs. Next time someone calls you a scab, say, why, thank you. If you've done the look. Alright. And that's basically all there is to it. I'm going to put the brush down here so you guys get the full effect. That is my quick tutorial. I don't know how long we've been rolling for here, but obviously I think less than 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes?
15.
15 minutes? Alright, well, it's a 15-minute makeup job to say that you saw the Raptors at Jurassic Park. I'm El Director, this is El Director Vision. You've been watching Indie Rebel, Hollywood effects without the Hollywood budget. And cut the live stream.